Strokes are common, but for Black Americans, the outcome of a stroke is more likely to be deadly. Greg and Lakeisha Burton know firsthand those risks. Greg survived multiple strokes, but this most recent attack on his brain nearly ended his life. And now the couple is helping to reveal the untold truth about Black men and stroke.
When we go out, we're well known. People are, always constantly coming up, engaging, trying to talk. This is our little shape.
But Greg's way of communicating, has changed.
Yeah, we did that. It's almost 2 years in September. But when we started, it was like basically talking to a baby, having to learn everything all over again.
In 2023, former Duval County Public Schools Police Chief Greg Burton had a near-fatal stroke.
A blood clot traveled and blocked off the artery right here. I saw him when he arrived, and he could not talk at all. And he could not move his right arm, right leg. His eyes also had moved to the left.
Baptist Stroke Medical Director Dr. Nima treated Greg. The stroke affected the left side of his brain, the side in charge of language.
Effective treatment where we went through his arteries and we literally was able to remove that big blockage that was blocking the oxygen.
Thankfully for Greg,
he got to the hospital fast.
But a national research study led by the University of Michigan and Brown University found that during a stroke, Black Americans arrive later to emergency departments. And EMS workers are approximately 20% less likely to alert a receiving hospital ahead of a Black patient's arrival compared to a white patient.
Black communities by itself delay getting to the hospital. If you look at the studies, there is delay in even getting to the ER compared to non-Black. So I think education and awareness of stroke and risk factor and treatment are also very important.
According to the American Stroke Association, there are several risk factors and societal challenges adding to the higher rate at which Black men are affected by stroke, including the experience of racism resulting in chronic discrimination, excessive stress that adversely impacts Black Americans and can lead to deteriorating health.
When you're hit with an illness, then you become like this researcher, right?
Lakeisha quickly found out the odds were stacked against her husband. African American men have a 50% higher risk of stroke compared to other racial groups due to a variety of factors, including higher rates of hypertension, obesity, diabetes, and sickle cell anemia.
I did a lot of research and I found those numbers to be true. I'm sad that my husband was a part of that statistic. Yeah, so I knew he was back.
Ooh, he's walking.
Greg has overcome serious medical issues over the years, including 4 strokes, a seizure, open heart surgery, and colon cancer. African Americans are also about 20% more likely to get colorectal cancer and nearly 40% more likely to die from it than most other groups.
I think that sometimes we really don't take things serious until it hits you, right? Greg had always been healthy, disciplined, but now that this has happened, because we're educated, he knows exactly what to eat, how to exercise, the rest you need, all of those things, and we live that now.
There are some disturbing facts we don't like to talk about, but we need to. Almost 70% of Black men and over 80% of Black women are overweight or obese. African Americans are also more likely to have diabetes, and these are risk factors for stroke. But keep in mind, up to 80% of strokes can be prevented. Dr. Nima stresses the importance of exercise, eating well, and getting regular checkups. We have some helpful info within this story on the First Coast News app.